MODOK is one of my favorite Marvel villains. I grew up watching him on the Superhero Squad show and Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and then Avengers Assemble, so I've definitely had a lot of exposure with this character, and I've really grown to love him over the years, so it would be an absolute dream come true to see this character come to the big screen in the MCU, and I would just love to see that happen. But turns out it almost did, except it was supposed to happen on the little screen on TV with Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because, as you probably know, that series is over now. The series finale was a couple days ago. And in a recent interview, one of the executive producers of the series, Jed Whedon, was asked about if there was anything that they were ever stopped from doing because of Marvel Studios and what they wanted to do with these characters. And he specifically said that there were some characters that they wanted to use, and they were actually given the green light to use MODOK. So they actually started planning out what they were going to do with the character, the different stories and stuff, and I think he was supposed to be the main villain of maybe season 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but then all of a sudden, halfway into it, Marvel Studios completely retracted it, and it was like, oh, never mind, we actually probably want to use him down the road. So, this is some big news here, because, first of all, I'm glad we didn't see him on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because I'd much rather see him in a movie with a movie budget, rather than see it on TV with, a TV budget. So Marvel Studios retracted this decision, which means they want to use this character for something in the future. But what could that be? Well, obviously, it would probably be a movie, and, it could be a Disney Plus show, but I'm thinking it will probably be Ant-Man 3, because there's been so many rumors going around that Ant-Man 3 will be featuring MODOK as the main villain, because first of all, apparently there was a script out there that Paul Rudd himself actually worked on, featuring MODOK and also the Fantastic Four and Young Avengers and all that stuff. But I think MODOK would just fit in so well with Ant-Man and that whole franchise, because that whole franchise is basically about comedy. It's a much more family comedic franchise compared to the Captain America franchise or Thor. So that's one of the things I really love about it. And a giant floating head in a hover chair, what would work better than that, honestly? And MODOK usually is more of an Iron Man villain. He was one of the main villains of the Iron Man 90s animated series. So, but Iron Man is dead in the MCU, so why not reuse his villains for Ant-Man, because they're kind of similar. And literally, we had Ghost as the main villain of Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Ghost is an Iron Man villain mainly. So Ant-Man villains and Iron Man villains, they can kind of go hand in hand, so that's why I think it would work so well together here. Plus, there were actually originally plans in Ant-Man and the Wasp to feature AIM, which, if you don't know, AIM is the organization that MODOK actually leads, and AIM is it's like Hydra, but it's AIM, Advanced Idea Mechanics. We saw it introduced in Iron Man 3 with Aldrich Killian coming up with that idea and everything. And plus, in a recent Black Widow trailer, some fans have actually spotted out that they can find the AIM logo in one of the shots there, so we know the AIM is making a comeback in the MCU. The only question is where and what's their big plan. But we know Marvel Studios and just Marvel in general like this character, especially because we know that MODOK is going to be the main villain of the upcoming Avengers video game coming out next month. So this character is definitely going to be having a bright future. And while it would have been cool to see MODOK on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm definitely glad we'll be getting him in the MCU with a bigger budget, and he'll probably just look a lot better. So I'm super excited for this. I love this character. I'm not completely sure if it'll be Ant-Man 3, but I'm pretty sure it will be. It could be something else like maybe Captain Marvel 2, because MODOK is also sometimes a Captain Marvel villain, so I don't know, I'm pretty sure it'll be Ant-Man 3, because he just works so well with that franchise. But what do you guys think about this? Are you excited to be seeing MODOK in the MCU? And what movie would you like to see this character appear in? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit that subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.